Welcome back to the City to Adventure YouTube channel. I am Eric, and today I'm going to show you how to make a minnow trap. Now, start with putting the mic on me. There we go. So, we're going to use a 2-liter bottle. Today I have an empty squirt bottle. Really been getting into this stuff. I recommend it if you've never tried it. It says it's a grapefruit soda, but it kind of tastes like lemon lime almost. And that's like the colors look like to me, but whatever. It's really good. Give it a shot. So I'm going to be checking the mic a lot in the video because I don't know that the mic's going to stay working or that it is properly charged. So bear with me here. So to make our minnow trap, we're going to start by just peeling the outside. This is, I guess, optional, but I would recommend it just because it's going to eventually fall off in the water. So like every other time we have garbage, we're not throwing it on the floor. Put it in your pocket. Now, there's a few different ways you can go about this. One, you can just cut the top off, fold it inside of itself, and put it in the water, and you're good to go. But today I'm going to take it a different route. What we're going to do is I'm going to start with actually replacing this knife with my multi-tool. I think it might be a little bit more beneficial for me because the knife has a pointier tip. Not that it's sharper, it's just the tip is pointier. So I'm going to poke a bunch of holes all around. And the key here is you don't want to do so much damage that the fish are going to be able to swim out. But you definitely want to have space for water to start filling it. And you can do this all the way around. I'm just going around every little bit, stabbing, twisting, and then when I hit where I started, I'll go up a little bit, stab, twist, and I'm going to continue. And I'm going to do a couple of rows of that. And what I did last time on a video was I punctured the bottoms. Now on a 2-liter, the bottoms are pretty hard. And what I would like to see is some water hold, so that's why I didn't go at the tippy top, or the base really, tippy top, the bottom base. I didn't go all the way to the bottom of the base because I would like to have some water remain at the end of our trap session. So after we get all our holes, we got them all throughout. Now this should sink pretty quickly. But like I said, we're going to do this differently than I did last time. Alright, so what I'm going to do, let's make an incision. You see where the top comes down. You want to have a little bit of space. So I'm going to give you right about here. And there we go. Now my knife went in. Like I said, this knife isn't the sharpest, so I can't exactly go around cutting the whole thing. I can. It'd be pretty terrible. So I'm going to attempt with the scissors, which I believe are pretty good. So I'm just going to make my way all the way around with the scissors until I meet myself where I started. We're finally going to meet ourselves. Now we have our two pieces. I wanted to try something a little bit different today, but I don't know if I'm going to. What I was going to try doing is making some slits here, but I'm realizing that's going to weaken this. But the slits, and then I was going to make a little, like downwards, so I can make tabs to make horizontal slits. Then the tabs would go in, and then I would secure it. But I'm not going to do that. This is just going to go inside, like so. And I'm going to take fishing line and a hook, and essentially make a sewing needle. and go in all the way around. I'm going to leave a gap, about, I don't know, maybe a quarter or a half of it, probably more so a quarter. And the reason is so you can get your fingers in here, and then when it's all sewn together, or you could staple it or whatever, but you're going to be able to collapse it like so, and you'll be able to pull your minnows out, and then you'll be able to reseal it again and continue on with your minnow trap. Now I'm going to go off camera for a minute, and I'm going to come back, but I'm going to get line and a hook, and we're going to make a little sewing kit, if you will, or whatnot, and see if that even works, because I don't know if it will work. All right, now I have my hook here, which try to get in the frame, and it's just simple overhand knots, the two of them, to give it a fighting chance of staying on the hook. But like I said, I'm not sure how well this is going to work out. I've not really sewn these bottles together before. I have typically done the stapling route. So, yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to happen. It's just going to get very hard because of the eyelet of the hook. But we have pliers. So we should be able to, just like that, force it through. While I'm doing this, I wanted to say a thank you to the young man who is sitting just off camera as I'm recording. Um, he came over and said he saw that I was recording, asked if I had a YouTube channel. I explained that I did. So early on, and he asked if he could subscribe, which was awesome. I appreciate it so much. And I just wanted to thank him for being very patient and asking while I had the camera off for a moment instead of walking in mid shot. I don't know that like that's a big issue that people have a lot with when they record. Me not having a lot of subscribers, um, and not, I guess, being out where a lot of people are often. I don't have that issue, so it's not that I'm complaining like that's something that's happened a lot. It's just I think that it was really cool that it wasn't someone rushing in while you're in the middle of your thing. I like that. It was appreciated. Thank you. But I'm going to continue here. I'll speed up the film so you don't have to watch the entire process. The mind numbing sewing of a water bottle together, or 2 liter bottle. Don't do often enough to. Well, I guess I do it often enough. There it is. I did it. All right, now I can make that into a nice little leader if I wanted, but it has the wrong knot. So this is actually going to be really useful. This loop. Whoops. That loop would be useful. Oh, I see a mistake. But that's how we learn. You're going to need to have the cap off first. So luckily my hand is fitting in there. And voila. But it wasn't easy, so it's actually a good sign that the fish will get caught in there. So the cap is also trash in the pocket. Oh, jeez. Like last time, I used a minnow trap. I'm going to be using bread. Today I'm using expired by the date. I believe they were frozen. Hot dog buns. It's going to work great. Just going to piece them out, rip them up, put them down in there. You can fight with them and make them small enough to go through the hole, or you could leave bigger chunks, open up your side here, and throw it down. I like the littler ones because when it does become time to clean it up, if you're going to keep it and reuse it multiple times, it's something that's The smaller ones are easier to manipulate out without destroying your um, trap. So that's what I like to do. Now we got our trap. So we're gonna go to the water and see here. There are many minnows in here. I saw a bunch earlier, and I'm just going to set this in the water somewhere where I could kind of reach, I guess. But you know what? I have the catfishing rod here with a quick clip. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clip on this leader tag that we have on our bottle. I'll show you guys here in a second. So I just clipped it on with a quick clip on our catfish rod. I hate to occupy the catfish rod when I want to use it, but and this is just going to slowly take on water. I'll let out more line, and then I'm just going to push it to where it's more than enough submerged in the water to attract fish. So now I have it so the whole bottle is in there. You can see it. The bread's in there, it'll attract the minnows. They'll naturally want to explore and go towards it. So I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna not fish near it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully the trap will catch something. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you want to see me using the minnows that we catch, because one's about to go in actually. So if you want to see the minnows that we catch being used for live bait, like, comment on this video, like the video, comment that you want to see that video come out soon because it's going to be coming out eventually, but maybe I'll push it forward, and subscribe so you can see when that video comes out. But until then, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.